In this video, we are going to take a look at an altcoin that is often overlooked, often considered boring, but we have to wonder how much longer we can ignore this for. When we look at sort of altcoin majors, everyone sort of looks at Ethereum or Solana in terms of altcoin performance. And we can see, we all know how weak Ethereum has been this year. Since the move up at the start of 2024, it's just slow bleeding out. This is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, so we can see very weak against Bitcoin, and it has been over the medium to long term now. Similarly with Solana, we have had some moves up, particularly sort of mid-March against Bitcoin. However, realistically, it was just sort of around the yearly open again now, so not particularly strong against Bitcoin in the way that it was. But yeah, the coin we're going to look at, and before we get on to that, I would really appreciate if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and in the comment section below I will leave a link to our free Telegram group and our website if you're interested in finding more information about us. So the coin we're going to look at today, as I said, often considered boring, and that is Binance Coin, BNB. But we've just got to look here at the performance against Bitcoin. Has been pretty insane right from the yearly open, really strong. And when we look at the Binance USDT chart from the yearly open, so right at the start of 2024 up to where we are currently, it's around 90%. We're trading around 90% up. Now, when we consider Bitcoin is currently about 44% up on the yearly open, as we can see, Binance Coin has been really solid, but you don't hear much about it. People aren't really interested in it so much, but it's been quietly moving higher and higher. Now, we haven't actually made a new all-time high on Binance Coin yet. The all-time high comes in just under $700 in 2021, but there is some sort of bullish consolidation we're seeing just below the all-time high. I think that the reason for the strength of this coin, and we'll look at some price targets in a minute, is since all of the stuff with CZ sort of last year, a lot of people laughed at this coin. They said it was all over, it was going to zero, Binance was finished. But since their new CEOs come in, they've kind of quietly gone about their business. They seem much more professional. They've got the highest possible license available in Dubai now, relaunching in India. So lots of good positive news coming out for Binance. And when we look at the daily chart, we can see really nice pattern forming. We're getting this sort of compression in this almost symmetrical triangle here. I'll draw the support trend line as well. So we have to look, until this is broken otherwise, and this has been running sort of mid-March, we have to just look to play these levels. So if you don't already have a position, any move down to the lower part of this trend line, the mid 500 area, is somewhere you'd look to swing. Or if we get a breakout above the resistance, sort of $615, break above that, retest, and then you can look to swing higher, more than likely up to breaking the all-time high. Similarly, if we do break down from this level and start accepting under sort of 550, potentially this does move much lower. There's a lot of demand sort of mid to low $400 area, which hasn't been tested since the breakout in March. Any significant sell-off, and this is a really key area of interest. So in terms of where I see this going over the medium to long term, then I still believe, and I've said for a long time, that this goes to above $1,000 in the bull run. I mentioned in many previous videos about accumulating sort of $200 or $300. And as I said, when all of the stuff came out about CZ and Binance last year, sort of people were laughing, and this was going to $10 or even nothing. But for me, going back to the weekly chart, and once we break the all-time high, of course we're in price discovery mode. We haven't really got any sort of support resistance levels to go off then. But a good indicator I always use is the fib levels. So running from the current all-time high down to the bear market lows, and that 618 fib level, which is always really solid. That sits just at around the $1,000 area, which for me is a perfect target in the upcoming bull run. Probably quite a conservative target as well, but gives us a nice almost another sort of 70%, 80% move from where we are currently. Hope you found this video useful, guys. So just to recap, any moves for me now down to sort of 550 is key that we hold that level and potential to add to a position there, or a breakout above $615, and we can look to take a swing on the retest of that level. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.